Woo, today, Jeighborhood, we do got a heavy one, so I'm gonna throw in a disclaimer. Today's episode will deal with underage marriage, grape without the G, and the Christian marriage. Somebody trying to use the word of God to control our sweet angelic homegirl. And this was so he could have his cake and eat it too, all the while being with this other woman who came to TikTok in order to defend her man, who is married, also a pastor. And I said, you know what? We gonna speak out on behalf of our homegirl, Mama J. If this sounds like something you want to get into, go ahead and like the video right now. What's up, my friends? And welcome back once again to the Just Case and Brand. I'm your homegirl, I'm your tia, I'm your prima, I'm your cousin, I'm your friend, I'm whatever you need me to be down here at the Just Case and Bread. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We be dropping some crazy videos over some crazy topics. And these are topics that ain't got nothing to do with us, okay? Sometimes they are a little heavy, but we always try to find the humor in it. So if you're not already a part of the Jeighborhood, please do so by hitting the subscribe button. If you are a part of the Jeighborhood, listen, TikTok has been going crazy lately. I've been like, and now, okay, let's get into the story. So Janette, also known as Mama J on TikTok, has been taken to it to tell us about her marriage with Pastor Mark. Her and Pastor Mark got married when she was 13 and he was 19. Over the course of time, they ended up having 6 kids together. And Janette shared with us that during this time, he would emotionally and mentally abuse her and would use the word of God to manipulate her mentally in order to get her to do what he wanted to do, which usually involved more sex. Up until recently, Janette said that she had been praying, asking God, can you please help me to be a better wife to Mark? I'm trying my best. And keep in mind, she married him when she was 13. And if he's manipulating her with the word of God, making her believe that she has to do these things, then in her mind, she's thinking, God, could you please help me be better to this man? Could you please help me behave better? Whatever he's saying, she's really trying to find the skill set that her man is looking for. Mark told her she don't get to say no, so she prayed for comfort to say yes. Mark told her she was being too difficult, so she would pray for the ability to be easier. Mark told her he could hear her thoughts, so she prayed to ask God to help her think better. All the while, Mark's sitting up here cheating on Janette with the self-proclaimed TikTok counselor, Christian TikTok counselor, if you will, named Susie. And when I was listening to what Susie had to say, I said, you got to be kidding me. Now let's talk about Susie, who done turned off her comments when I was researching the story. Now she done deleted her whole TikTok. I said, Susan, we, the army of the Lord, are gonna come after you. Now back in May, Susan was preaching about the value of morals.
These days, there's so many men and women running around behind their partners' backs, cheating with this person and that person or whoever and stuff like that. And some women, you know, they think that they're in love with this person that they're running behind the other person's back, you know. And I just want you to know that what you are telling the world is you go by your feelings, which are fickle. You lack self-control, and you are willing to settle for a person with compromised morals, and I just feel bad for you, but you can change it. God will forgive you. You can change it. You don't have to settle for compromised morals. You don't have to compromise your worth and your value that way. And I just want to encourage you to change it. It's not so good when you're on the receiving end of stuff like that. I'm not right now, but I've been cheated on with every marriage I've been in. It had nothing to do with me, but it still hurt me. I would never do that. You can change and become like that. Don't ever do it. Don't compromise yourself. Don't sell yourself short. You were made in the image of God. You were fearfully and wonderfully made, and every breath you breathe is the breath of God. Think about that. You have royalty. You're breathing in your lungs every day, every breath. How many times a day is that? And you're running around. You can change that. Just wanted you to know you're worth more than that. And so are the people involved. And so are the people getting hurt. We need to go back to kindergarten, y'all. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If something you're going to do is going to cause pain, is it the type of pain you want to go through? Do you want to suffer? It's not worth it, y'all. I just want you to know you're way more valuable than that. And you need to start acting accordingly.
I said no. Were you married? Are you still married? Come on, answer my questions in the comments, because I'm sure you came over here to watch this video. Yeah, I got my tabs on you, girl.
My friends on here got to meet my husband, trying to trust him. God had told me to leave before. But my husband has been committing adultery in his heart all the time. He had asked me last week to do a prayer with him for deliverance. As soon as I started to pray, after I'd asked him some questions, God showed me a vision of a rock. As if that wasn't enough to tell me that he wasn't going to be moved, that he wasn't going to change right now. I don't know if he ever will or not. Only God knows. And he just hung up on me because I asked him if the adultery he's committing in his heart is worth his eternity. Is it worth eternal destruction? Like, men, women, whoever is looking at things that you're not supposed to be looking at so you can have an orgasm. Is it worth eternal destruction? Because this life is very temporary. Eternity lasts forever and ever and ever. And we can't comprehend that. Is it worth your relationship with Jesus?
Susan done did all this preaching online about the Lord, the power of the Lord, how to discern this, do that. And Susie started to defend Mark and say that was a liar. This is exactly how Susie was. He said his TikTok to private. He ain't said nothing. He got his side chick out here doing all the work on behalf of the glory of the Lord. And she out here looking like Derrick Jackson's wife, just talking about the fire of God. Newsflash, Susan, God don't work like that, dummy. Y'all know how we all got that one friend. If you're the more shy, sweet friend, you got that one friend. If you tell them, I need you to go for me, they gonna be like, what's up? All right, so am I going to jail tonight or no? Oh, no. I was just saying, I got PTO or whatever, so, yeah, I could catch a case. I can get out by Monday. No. Oh, you wanted to vent. No, girl, tell me, what's up? Praise the Lord, Janette has that and her cousin, Baby D. So damn much I'm looking stupid, God. I ain't even gotta say no more. So please, everybody go and follow Mama J. Her link is in the description box, as well as Darrian. Her link is in the description box. Over the last couple of days, the feud was unfolding and Baby D had to get involved and say, hey, calm down, Susie. See, my cousin can't say too much because she getting ready to go through a divorce. But listen, I got your number. Let's tune in. I tried my best to organize the videos in order of the argument. So anyway, let's get messy.
Hi, this message is for Mark, my husband, and or his mistress. I know you guys still watch my TikTok, so if that's not you, you can keep scrolling. You don't have to listen to this. Hey, husband, if you could help our 6 children, they need new winter coats and boots for this upcoming winter. If you wanted to help me with that, that would be wonderful. Also, our 10-year-old still needs his braces to help with his speech problem. If you could help me with that, that would be wonderful. My attorney will have their sizes. I know you don't know that. So even if you wanted to buy them their coats and boots, that would be so wonderful of you. I've been working hard to keep the lights on and food in the house for them since you left me with nothing for the Christian marriage counselor you met on here. When you open your Bible, God does not look too kindly on men that do not provide for their household or their children. So I hope you have a change of heart. I was only 13 when we met, and you got me pregnant at 14 and continued to get me pregnant, telling me I didn't have a choice to say no or prevent pregnancy or God would punish me. So I didn't really have an option to have these children that you had with me. If you could help me with that, that would be so wonderful and kind of you. I know you're busy preaching here on TikTok, but our children really could use the help. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are having the days that you deserve, and God bless you.
Hey TikTok, hey everybody. So I just want to address some people. Some people are thinking that I'm deleting comments, but the filter thing.
It really hurts my heart that she got into a marriage thinking, you know what, I'm marrying a man of God, so that means that I probably won't have to deal with certain struggles. Because isn't that almost the thought process if you grew up in like a super churchy place, like Church of God in Christ, Baptist church, Catholic church, Christian church? Those are the ones I know for sure have a very strong idea or belief system that if a man is at the church, then that means he's going to be a good man. He's not going to abuse you. He's not going to mistreat you. That's what we're supposed to believe. So you get with a man like that and then he still mistreats you or he still cheats on you. It makes you be like, well then shit, I might as well have got with a man who was of the world. If that's the case, why did I even lock myself into that? So that makes me feel sorry for her.
I had some kind of like 1,300 and what was it, 46 or something like that, like comments to review. I'm not sure how that whole filter thing works or whatever. I'm pretty new on here. Yes, I have a lot of videos, but I really haven't been on TikTok that long. I haven't messed around with a whole lot of the controls. My whole focus with TikTok has been to get the word of God out there, to help lead people if I can, or help them, or pray with them, or whatever I can do as a sister in Christ to help them with their relationship with God, because I have a very close relationship with God. And all those out there that want to say I'm committing adultery, you don't even know. You don't even know. Do you think that, like, if I was committing adultery, I would have deleted my account? I wouldn't want to hear from anyone. And
let's go see what the definition of committing adultery is in the Bible, shall we? Boy, Susan, I think you're going to hell. Gosh dang it. It says in Hebrews 13:4, marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure. For God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral. What's it say on the side? From love for the badly treated, the author turns to love within the marriage bond. The opening expression implies an imperative. Let marriage be held in honor by all probably means in all circumstances. Let marriage be held in all, probably by all circumstances. So Susan, what that meant was that you were supposed to be upholding your marriage, because I'm sure Susan probably ain't got no divorce. Where we at? The marriage bed is a euphemism for sexual intercourse. I wonder if they, he considers the physical side of marriage important and pure. All forms of sexual sin come under the judgment of God. So I wonder if the excuse that people use now is, oh, I'm not cheating or I'm not doing adultery because I'm not thinking sexually. I don't feel like I've committed it in my heart. Therefore, I'm in that gray space. I'm in that gray space. I ain't committed no sexing. I ain't did no sexing, and I ain't even thought about no sexing. I just been hanging out. I just been parlaying and politicking. So I'm kind of under it, Okay.
It's attention. I'm not that type of person. I just want to help people, and all these lies are being spewed out there at this woman that I really don't know, and I do know that she wanted the divorce 3 years ago. I know that they've been separated even though they were living together. I know that most everything coming out of her mouth is a lie, and it's not because I'm the new girlfriend. I'm not saying that because of that. That's not who I am. And so I wanted to address that stuff because, I keep getting, thank you all for the support that I do get. I get a lot of support. I appreciate it because I am telling the truth. Because at the end of the day, no matter what anybody thinks or says or feels or anything, at the end of the day, I have to stand before God. I have to be accountable to Him.
I would feel very upset as a wife if I seen my husband's mistress online talking about my marriage and really talking about it as if she know what's going on in my household more than me. Are you crazy? You better stay in your damn lane of going to the movies after dark and doing whatever kind of Bible study y'all be saying y'all doing. You better stick to that. Don't you ever bring your ass to a public area, arena, place, thread, forum, text message, Facebook group chat. Don't you ever bring yourself online and talk about my marriage and you ain't in it. I'm not in a polyamorous marriage. I'm in a marriage between me and him. And don't be sitting up here telling me what you know about my marriage, because my dumbass husband sitting up here pillow talking, making you believe that our marriage is doing way worse than it really is. Whole time is him, and you falling under his spell because you so desperate for love and attention and affection because your man out here cheating on your ass.
I am not one to take advantage of God's grace. There's a lot of people out there that do, and that's between them and God. I'm not going to even address that, but I'm not one to do that. So while you guys are making a lot of assumptions about me, you don't really know. You don't really know. And my walk is very good, very close with the Lord. I love Him with all my heart, mind, and soul. And that's the whole reason why I got on TikTok at all was because He told me to do it. I have always been more of a producer type of person. I could put projects together and do things, but I was always more of a behind the camera type of person, not one to have my face all over social media. And now it's just blowing up so big. It's just, honestly, it's a little scary. I won't even lie. I'm just going to be honest. God said just to open up my heart. And so I'm going to try to do that right now with all this going on. It's a little bit insane, but at the end of the day, I'm going to try to handle things in the manner that God has trained me to do, to the best of my ability. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being, but I am not committing adultery. I'm not guilty of adultery. And so people are calling me trash, calling me a whore, calling me all kinds of names, calling me a stupid bee, all kinds of stuff. And it's really, in a way, it's a little funny, and I don't mean to be rude, but it is a little funny because I know what the plan is with all of this. I know what God's going to do with it, and I trust Him, and and God's going to expose the whole truth. And then people, if you're saying that stuff, you're going to be ashamed. You're so going to be ashamed, because when God exposes the truth about all of it, you're going to know, and you can't take back what you said, but I'm not offended, and I forgive you, and I understand that you guys just don't know. You guys really don't know who's telling the truth right now, and you want to believe a mom with 6 kids, of course you do. Who doesn't? I understand that. But the kids are a big concern in all of the mess. And so when I had mentioned in one of my other videos about being concerned about them seeing the social media, I really meant that. Really concerned about that. I don't feel like she is considering that. And that could...
So why would she come on here? Why come on here?
Really hurt the kids. They're already being hurt as it is with her, and there's just a lot of things you guys don't know, and you're going off of what she said, and you're believing. Who doesn't? I understand that, but the kids are a big concern in all of the mess. And so when I had mentioned in one of my other videos about being concerned about them seeing the social media, I really meant that. Really concerned about that. I don't feel like she is considering that, and that could really hurt the kids. They're already being hurt as it is with her, and there's just a lot of things you guys don't know, and you're going off of what she said, and you're believing that she's telling the truth right off the bat. There are always 2 sides to the story, and you're gonna. I asked you guys to hang in there. And you live things, and because God knows the truth.
Hi y'all, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone. You guys have been so supportive and loving and encouraging, and reading your comments. I never expected that video to be seen by so many people. I promise I'm going to do a full story time, because I'm no longer going to shut my mouth. I've shut my mouth for years and done what I've been told to do, and I'm not doing that anymore. So
I think it's awesome that she's able to put her story out here too, for girls who might be experiencing the same thing. And I hope that she continues to share with us her progress and her journey as to how she's getting out of this divorce, and how she started to get her own mind, get her own understanding of the world that's not attached to a man who thinks that he knows better just because, I don't know, he's older. Because there might be women who are in this same position, or younger women who are about to go into the same position and need to take a hard stop and think, is this the way that I want to go so young? Do I want to be having so many kids so young? Not that having children so young is bad, but do I want to be doing that? Or do I have something different that I want to do with my life? It's very brave of her to even talk about this.
I am going to spill it all. I also have to be careful, because there is going to be court involved. So my number one job is to protect my children. But I do want to share what I have experienced, because I know I'm not alone in it. Mm-hmm. And
yep,
exactly. I'm done letting him get away with everything he's done to me, and him being portrayed and trying to make himself to be a prophet of the Lord, because that's That's not what he is.
And that is so scary to know that it's becoming more and more common for people who claim to be prophets of the Lord, or claim to be pastors, or claim to be in this higher spiritually divine position, are in positions of leadership where people are following what they do and say. Makes me kind of think about Pastor Mike Todd. I feel like, I don't know, something's weird about him and his wife.
But I just quickly wanted to address, his mistress has made some videos in response, lying that they are giving me $400 to $900 a week in child support, which is hilarious. He left in the middle of September, a week after he met her online. And
a week after?
Since then, he was putting money into our joint account and then taking money out. I didn't realize at first that he was even putting money in there. And when I saw that he had put money in there, I right away went to the gas station to go fill my tank with gas so I could go grocery shopping for the kids, because he just completely pulled the rug out from under me. And I was able to pump 27 cents worth of gas, and the pump shut off. And I went and I looked, and he pulled the money back out. So he has been playing games like that. And the bank statements, the judge will be able to see it.
That is so scary. I would hate to feel like I'm in a position to where I can't feed my kids or care for my kids. And shoot, that makes people scared to get married and become stay-at-home partners, whether it's the mom or the dad. Because what do you do if your partner just wakes up one day and all of a sudden they're not into you no more, and then they leave like he left her? What do you do then?
He would put money in, he'd pull money out just to, I guess, toy with me. I don't know. But his attorney and him came up with an agreement that we signed in October, that he would start depositing 40% of his bring home pay into our joint account. Now, before this all happened, he was a truck driver, and he would bring home anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 a week.
Oh.
After he ran off with his marriage counselor mistress, he quit that job, and he is now claiming that he's making $500 to $600 a week, and so that's the 40%.
No.
He then claimed that he's paid every other week now.
Oh, so he trying to do the whole okie doke. Oh, I don't make no money, I can't pay child support. Oh, I don't make no money, I can't help here. Oh, I can only help with so much money because I don't make any money.
Which is a lie, because it's the same company. He's paid every week, but it was a way he could make me wait longer to get money.
Yeah.
Like I said, we signed this.
And not have to give her as much money. I hate that men would play this game. I've seen a lot of men, they're starting to go on this TikTok challenge where it's like, get child support removed because that's like a scam. I feel like there's a lot of women who wouldn't use child support if men would just take care of their damn kids and stop playing games.
Agreement.
And women too. Because there's some deadbeat ass mamas. Shall we go back to yesterday with Shanika ass?
And the first day he was supposed to deposit the 40% was November 7th or the 8th, whatever that Friday was. He did not. That day came and went. I contacted my attorney, told him what was going on. There was no money in the account. Well, it was then a weekend. Monday was a holiday. So he contacted his attorney, went back and forth, no answer. Finally, on Wednesday, so 5 days after he agreed, he deposited $560.
What's that supposed to do for a single mother who has 6 kids in the house?
That was the 40% for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks?
That he deposited. So I don't know where this $400 to $900 a week is coming from.
He lying to that girl. Susan believing everything that Mark is saying. I would trust what the wife is saying. If someone is still married, I'm trusting what the wife's saying. If you really ain't taking care of your kids, I'm gonna trust what she's saying. I don't care what you tell me. There's a reason why, to me, she got on here and said this.
He turned my phone off after he left. He shut off our son's accounts for his gaming system. He's just done a lot of horrible things. Like I said, there's going to be a full video, well, a couple videos of story time, but I wanted to address, because I'm not a liar, and that's what they were trying to make me out to be in her videos. Nothing I've said is untrue, and I can prove what I'm saying, and I will be proving what I'm saying. They've been threatening my family, trying to delete evidence, just doing a lot of horrible stuff. I'm still kind of in a state of shock, but I am in therapy, and it's helping. These last couple years, especially the last couple months, it's just been a lot. I was 13 when I met this man. He was 19. After our last baby was born, things really took a dark turn. A liar. They can say and do what they want. I'm just here taking care of my babies. I really wanted him to, see that, hey, they could use winter coats and boots, and the money you're giving me after almost 2 months is kind of a joke. But we have what we need. My babies have me, and I will always show up for them. They are the most amazing children. And the peace that we have in our home now without him here is overwhelming. Another thing.
Salute to this mom. Oh my gosh. Please go in the description box. Follow her. I will have her Cash App and all of her information down below. Please go and support this mom.
Real quick, he has said that he has not seen his children. He has not tried to see his children. He's never asked. He's never anything. He has sent the police over here claiming I'm not letting him see his children, but he never tried. I will not let him see our children right now because it's not safe for them to see him. He is not okay, and I will be addressing all of that. But it is going to be played out in court. I
believe her. I believe that she has enough evidence to prove that he wasn't mentally stable to keep his children.
Again, wanted to say thank you guys. There will be a story time at some point. I am busy. I'm taking care of my babies.
I know that's
right. Thank you
Mama.
again, everyone.
Hey TikTok, hey everybody. So I need to explain a couple things. I didn't mean to trigger anybody. Let me just go ahead and apologize. But I wasn't laughing about the rape, okay? Rape is not funny whatsoever. I'm a victim too, like unfortunately, many other people, men and women. And so I apologize. I was laughing at the audacity of her lies. And the people nearest know that she is, and they're like calling her evil now because they know that she's lying what she said. The other thing I want to address in all of her lies is that I'm not a homewrecker. They were separated for a few years. She did not want to get...
That's the problem. That is the problem. Sometimes I feel like men go out here and they won't get the full-on divorce and go through things the proper way, men and women. Then they get into these partial relationships with people and they really push on the fact that this person and them are separated. There's no emotional attachment. There's nothing there. They're just waiting for the divorce to go through. Yeah, but there's still transactional things of the relationship that have to be taken care of. Whether it's an exchange of children, exchange of funds, exchange of information, especially when kids are involved. So I feel like in that regard, you shouldn't even get involved with somebody who's just separated. No. You got to have that whole thing cleaned up before I come around. If you have a baby mama, baby daddy situation, you have to have all that cleaned up before I come around, because I'm not trying to get involved in that crossfire. No, thank you.
She did not want to work out the marriage. He kept trying to work out the marriage. He fought hard to try to work out the marriage. She still separated, sorry about that notification. But she is the one who went and filed the divorce. Okay, so when he moves on during the divorce proceedings, because it's taking so long, then everybody wants to come and call me a homewrecker. You guys really don't know what's going on at all. And you're not listening to the things I'm saying in my videos. Instead, everybody's trying to clip and paste and blame me and all this kind of stuff. Like, I'm not a homewrecker. I've never liked a homewrecker. ever in my life. Like, never. And then people are trying to say I'm making fun of her. No, I'm not. But if you're gonna go and lie to thousands and thousands of people, I mean, was there not a thought somewhere that they might come out with the truth publicly? That I would get caught in my lies? Like, I don't understand.
I bet she probably did not bet on nobody catching her videos, but girl, you had a lot of nerve, Susan, to be sitting up here talking about, did you think that we wasn't gonna catch you in your lies? Did you think? Like, dang, Susan, did you think we wasn't gonna get your videos? Did you think?
What she's thinking right now at all. I don't. And when we can speak freely and when we can release the details publicly and prove that everything she's saying is a lie,
girl,
you guys can...
All we need, Susan, all we need is for you to tell your man to come on here and say that. Then we need for her man to go on, take care of them kids, get done with the whole divorce proceedings. Let Janette come back up here and say exactly what's going on between her and him, not your ass.
Stop coming at me, and you can definitely apologize to me. And I don't care if that sounds prideful and you guys want to say, oh, she's not a daughter of God. Well, then that's what you think. Because I'm not a doormat. You're not going to step all over me and think just because I'm a daughter of God that you can just say whatever you want to me and all that. Yes, I'll forgive you, and but I don't have to have anything to do with you either.
I wonder what kind of daughter of God I am, because I used to be like, you know, I think that I'm not going to get taken up in the rapture, but I do feel like I'm going to be able to be a part of the army of the Lord, if you catch my drift. So I think I'll be able to be out here and getting active. And then if I do get, you know, wounded in the battle and I have to go up into glory, God's going to be like, good job, my good and faithful servant. I'll be like, you already know, God. You know how I get down. You knew what I was going to do. So I wonder which side of the heavens I'm on.
And I turned off all my comments because I have boundaries. I've changed a bunch of my settings because I have boundaries. Because allowing you people to steal my peace, that's too expensive. And I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to allow it at all. So, especially when you guys are stealing my peace based on lies. She's lying about all of it. Like, do you not hear me? Like, in the back, do you guys not hear me? She's lying about all of it. Did I not say in the other video, he pays her 40% of his check? He's a truck driver. Okay. So his pay ranges. So she gets anywhere from $400 to $900 a week from him to support the kids. So what is she doing with that money? Why is nobody questioning her? The kids need these.
So my order might be a little bit wrong, but we have already seen what Janette said about that money. So it's kind of cool for it to come back in this one. I ain't gonna lie.
Things. Why are you not providing it when you're getting anywhere from $1,800 to what's $2,700 a month in support?
Ain't nothing worse than being with a dude who lies about his money. I remember I was dating this man and he looked like he had a lot of money. Like he had a Rolex and everything like that. But when we would go out on dates, he would always forget his card, forget his wallet. His card would like be at its maximum credit limit. He'd be like, my credit limit is $30,000. I don't know how it's at that credit limit. And I had to catch on to the fact that, oh, you ain't got no money. Oh, so I think that's what's happening to Susan. Her man sitting up here being like, I've been sending $2,000, $3,000 every week. I don't know what she doing with the money. And Susan like, for real, you been sending all the money? He's like, yeah, you see how we living? Hotels every night, baby. Only the best for you. I've been trying to send her money. I can't send no more. Next time I'll be up to sending about $3,000-$4,000 a week. You know, might cut into our lifestyle. No, Susan, girl, he ain't got no money. I mean, he done lied to you. He done fooled you.
So any other kind of income she has on top of it, and somebody else was like questioning about the Social Security. Maybe I said SSI. That was probably a mistake, but regardless, SSI, SSDI, whatever he gets from Social Security, it's $1,300 a month for the oldest son. So.
Girl, and then why you sitting up here? She telling all the financial business. All right, Susan, go back and watch my video on Miss Netta and Charles, because I really explained how you shouldn't be telling your partner's business online like that. That's the quickest way to ruin a relationship. Oh, I wonder if that's why she went ahead and deleted her TikTok. Mark probably got mad as hell. So take that shit. Take that down in the name of the Lord before I knock you in your head.
I don't care if you believe me or you don't believe me. Honestly, it's like, there's documented proof of all of it. So when that stuff can be brought out, it will. It will, because y'all are trying to come at me like I'm the liar. She's the liar. She's the liar.
Susan, I think you just got caught up. I think in the terms of Usher, caught up, he got you feeling it. Caught up, I don't know what it is, but it seems he's got you twisted.
I can't wait. Honestly, I cannot wait. And I cannot wait for all of you that want to judge me falsely on lies. I can't wait for the bombshell to drop. I cannot wait. Because I don't deserve any of this, and I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for Psycho Stalker Girl to come at me. I have left her in peace. I have not said anything about her up until these videos today. I have not done anything. I have been supportive where the truth lies, and she is a liar. So I'm not going to support a liar. Sorry, just not. I am supportive of the kids. I want to make sure that they're taken care of. But they're not my kids, so what I can do is limited, but I can, you know.
So why you keep saying stuff about the kids if you know they're not your... And I ain't even gonna hold you. If a wife or girlfriend came to me and was like, do you know that you messing with my man? I wouldn't be like, first of all, you're messing with me. I'd be like, what? Especially if I didn't know. I'd be like, what? Because if I did know, I wouldn't even mess with the dude. But if I had no idea, I'd be like, girl, that was not even my issue. Now, I ain't no scary type of woman. I'll do what I have to do to defend myself. But if it was a situation like that, I'd be like, girl, I ain't trying to get into no fight, no nothing with you. You said he got how many kids? And he do what now? Oh, Mark, I've got to go. I'm sorry, I can't be here with your ass anymore because I done learned a lot from your wife. Oh, no, I don't care what you tell me, sir. Go work that out.
What can we say or do about that? Let's see, there was another issue.
Keep talking, girl. Keep on talking.
I'm trying to remember, like, all the different kinds of comments I keep getting. I get a lot of support, and I thank you guys for that, but I'm super annoyed that you guys are not listening and hearing me. Super annoyed. She is lying. And I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm not a counselor of any sort whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
I do not do counseling.
Oh, what you do?
I don't work in counseling. I'm a truck driver. Okay? I've been a truck driver for 9 years.
So how'd y'all meet? Now we getting down to it. She a truck driver, Pastor Mark fake ass a truck driver. Y'all been meeting at the stops. Y'all been taking showers in the bathroom together, huh? Y'all locked that door. Y'all in the stall together. Is that what we're coming to the conclusion of? She was on here preaching the word of God and being like, the fire of God is like Revelations when Ecclesiastes time and Nathaniel is a play.
I don't know what, like, 11, but I was off for 2 years because of the kidney cancer and being sick, so that God healed me from.
Oh, girl, see, you should be telling us about that. That's what you should have came on here and started talking about. Susan, you shouldn't have came on here and started talking about that man or defending or sticking up for that man. I would have been like, who? Dang, I always talk about how I wouldn't know somebody. Who? No, I don't even know no Pastor Mark. We got this picture of y'all two together. Is that me? Let me see. Oh my gosh! You know how they always say you gotta look alike in the world?
You don't know. Why don't you take yourselves and go and pray and say, Lord, help her, correct her, teach her, lead her.
Lord, I'm glad you helped her. Lord, I'm glad you corrected her. But Lord, I'm gonna keep this up in case you need to use it in court. Jesus, in the name of the Lord.
She needs. If I need that, why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you supporting me like that? Instead, you want to come at me, name calling me, while telling me I'm not a daughter of God.
You called her a liar. Did she or did she not call Janette a liar? So what you mean we name calling? You started
You're name calling me in the same thing. Like, what? You're not acting like the thing you're calling yourself, and you're telling me that I'm not. What? I think y'all need to, like, focus on yourselves and just stop it. Really. And I don't care how I come off. It's not my job to worry about your perception. It is my job to pray for you. And I will bless you. I will wish good things for you. I will pray good things for you. I am not going to sit here and judge you and condemn you. I'm not going to make assumptions about if you're walking right with God or not. I'm not going to make any assumptions about you.
I already know there's probably people who look at my channel and they're like, the Lord is sending her straight to hell. Oh, absolutely not. The Lord ain't in her.
Because we can't believe assumptions. Assumptions don't prove any kind of truth or lie. Like, they don't prove anything. You just don't know. And all of you you do not know her. We can't believe assumptions. Assumptions don't prove any kind of truth or lie. Like, they don't prove anything. You just don't know. And all of you you do not know her. You do not know her. At first, when I first met Mark and was talking, I wasn't I thought the truth was pretty outlandish, to be honest, like a lot of you do. But no, he was telling the truth the whole time. And there's lots of people around her and around him that know that she's lying, and people called and say that they apologize and she's being evil and all this kind of stuff. So people are like, their eyes are starting to be opened, and just wait and see. But I'm putting up boundaries. I changed a lot of settings in my TikTok. I just learned for the first time today, whether you believe me or you don't, again, I don't care. And to keep my peace, because I am so sick of this already. I did not ask to be publicized. I did not ask to be harassed, and especially over lies. So all of you that are making assumptions about me and me having sex with Mark and all this kind of stuff, and trying to call me an adulterer and all this kind of stuff, shame on you. Shame on you. So while you're pointing...
Shame on you for sitting up here acting like you represent the word of the Lord, and you ain't. It kills me when people come to TikTok to give all their information out, and then they're surprised when people don't agree with them having bad character. She has bad character traits. Why would you sit up here and be with somebody's husband who has 6 children? Because he told you some crazy ass story about what's going on in his household, and to be so bold and confident and saying, I know the truth, I know the truth, I know the truth. But you weren't there. You weren't an involved party in their marriage. You weren't there the entire time that they were dealing with having multiple children and running a household, and he's always on the road. So I'm sure when he gets back, it's a different environment. You wasn't there to know.
Judgment at me, and you're like, God is going to judge you and all this kind of stuff. Remember, you don't really know, and you just judged me, and by which measure you judge me, you will be judged, because I am a daughter of God, and I am
the same thing happens to you.
Right standing with the Father. Whether you believe me or not is irrelevant to me. You better check with him, and he'll let you know. Have a blessed day.
Since you left me with nothing for the Christian marriage counselor.
So the creator I'm stitching is my cousin, and I love her dearly, and she is going through a very messy divorce and custody battle with her husband Mark. So she can't really get into the nitty-gritty behind her video, but I can. And I've already seen that the Christian marriage counselor from TikTok has posted a response. And Mark, I don't have to be quiet. I can be as loud as I want. So stay tuned, because we're about to do a deep dive down the rabbit hole together. Oh, and hey Susie, since you're deleting all of your comments and filtering out everything on your videos that you're making about another woman's husband, what is this?
Hold up. Okay, so this says Article 120, aggravated sexual assault of a child. March 10th, 2011 in Illinois. Counts 1, attempted, no. Okay, date convicted. Oh, hold up. Wait a second.
What is that?
So when it says attempted, does that mean, I don't even know what that means. Wait a second. Aggravated sexual assault of a child and sodomy?
But Dret never used the R word. That was you. Never did Janette call it that in any
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been saying her name wrong. So sorry. I've been saying Janette. It's Janette.
of her videos. You're the one who used that word. Sounds like a guilty conscience to me, babe.
Y'all remember how Susan said Mark would never withhold financial support from his kids? So he just was doing all that talking, wasn't he? Mark, I'm not agreeing or signing anything. Then I'll immediately remove the money deposits from Toku to an account I control and transfer to Toku to pay you. I will be pursuing child support and spousal support ASAP, which is why I'm doing this.
All right, y'all, where do we leave off? I actually have a video uploading right now, but it's under review, but it is a stitch to Susie's latest. So we'll see what happens there. Let's just go ahead and address the accusation of Janette keeping the kids from Mark. As stated, Mark is a man with bipolar disorder, diagnosed, and he is unmedicated. He has suspected schizophrenia. And yes, Janette does fear for the safety and well-being for her kids, but that's not really applicable in this situation. Because Mark, you really haven't done a whole lot of reaching out to even talk to your kids, let alone see them. Remember your middle son? His birthday was in October, Mark. Not a card, not a present, not even a phone call. You remembered your oldest daughter's birthday, who was also in October, but not your middle son. As a matter of fact, the only effort really, Mark, that you've put in is having your girlfriend reach out to your oldest son to harass him on his own phone. Yeah. Remember those conversations that she had with him about your intimacy with each other that you had with a 15-year-old, Susie? Remember that?
Intimacy that she had with a 15-year-old?
The phone call that you had with a 15-year-old about your intimate life with his father. I remember that. I have a recording of that. And for the safety of Mark and Janette's oldest son, I won't be posting that here, but I have it, Susie. Really, the only thing you've done, Mark, on the rare occasion that you try to reach out to your kids is traumatize them even more. But if you want to talk about intimacy, I have this.
Mark, I read that we're not supposed to withhold our bodies from each other unless we agree on it. The Bible says I don't have authority over my junk. You do, and vice versa. You know, when it's not mutual, it could feel like this is you taking advantage of me, even if we are inside of a marriage. I could definitely understand that. And I could only imagine her being a mother of 6, and then if he's coming home and he's automatically wanting to get down with the get down, I could imagine her being a little bit tired, having all them kids.
Yeah, that's you telling your wife that you control her body. And I mean, yeah, and vice versa, but
still, it's just...
That's not a good look, Mark. That's not a good look. Speaking of that, do you remember the time where you thought your male parts had a demon attached to them, Mark? I do.
What?
I have that right here.
He has given me peace, and I know he's giving you peace too. I had another friend, Ivan, try and help me, and the second time I was told the Lord's using this as training, still being touched shit. He said to sit a Bible on my junk and it can't touch me through it. It is appearing that is accurate. It's pissed off. It can't touch my through the Bible. At least that's what?
You don't need treatment, right, Mark? He's all right, Susie? Like I said, Janette's gonna keep it classy over on her end, guys. But I have a lot of receipts. And I will keep it as loud and as messy over here as I need to, for as long as I need to. Mark, your wife had to come to TikTok to get you to buy your kids winter coats, which plenty of people on TikTok have stepped up and asked if they can, though. So at least your kids will be warm this winter.
People nearest know that she is, and they're like calling her evil now because they know that she's lying what she said. The other thing I want to address in all of her lies is that I'm not a homewrecker. They were separated for 2 years. She did not want to work out the marriage.
Well, good morning, Susie. How are we doing this morning? You'll have to excuse my parents. I haven't gotten myself together yet, and it's Sunday, so, which is the Lord's
I love her hair, and I think she's a very beautiful woman. I love her energy. I love her personality.
Day, Susie, but you're already hard at work on some mess on TikTok. Yeah, thanks for letting me see your videos again. I see you have your stitches off, though, but screen record's a beautiful thing. But real quick, I just wanted to address, you said that you're not a homewrecker because they've been separated for a few years, and Janette hasn't wanted to work on the marriage, and they haven't been together for a few years now, so okay. But real quick, what is this?
Okay, August 6, 2022, 12:15 a.m.
That says August 6, 2022. That's your man comforting his wife while she's in labor with their youngest child. Few years? That was just over 2 years ago, Susie. But maybe 2.5 years is just too far off. Okay, Susie, what about that? That says July 5th. There's no year though, so that means that's the current year. Ooh! So that was our family's 4th of July party this year, which I was at. Mark was at.
See, I said it. I knew it. Psh, Mark been sitting up here lying to Susan, been pillow talking the hell out of her, laying the hammer down, putting in work. She was sitting up there. I know he would never lie to me. After what he just did to me, he would definitely never lie to me. And then he prayed over my body unto the Lord afterward. Like he would never lie to me. Girl, he used that magic potion, that little bit of I'm so saved, all that toxic pain. Because, you know, when they got a little schizophrenia, when they got a little mental issues, sometimes they do be a little sexually advanced, if you will. So he seemed like he praying to the Lord. He kind of crazy in the bedroom. You thinking everything is peachy keen. And now look. Receipt after receipt after receipt.
Acting real sweet to his wife. I think that was one of those moments of clarity that we talked about, right? But I know, Susie, that's still not recent enough for you, right? Okay, what? That?
And this is off of Facebook. I know Facebook posts when I see them.
It says August the 26th. That's the first day of school.
Shoot, that's a couple months ago.
No?
Couple months ago.
As a matter of fact, Susie, your man was in attendance to family parties until about the end of August of this year. And then in September, when we had a joint birthday party for his wife's 30th, as well as one of his sons, he absolutely obliterated that one because he got back from work early and was at the yard and threw a hissy fit until someone came and picked him up. What was that? Who was that someone? It was Janette. Janette left her own birthday party early. And then coincidentally, I remember that birthday party the most because we were all so disgusted by Mark's behavior because he A, made his wife and son leave their birthday parties early, and B, never bothered to call or even say happy birthday to his wife or son. Oh. And then 2 weeks later, less than 2 weeks later, Susie, he ran off with you. I don't know how your timetable works, Susie. Maybe you're in dog years. You could be in dog years. That would make sense. It's been less than 2 months, baby. Keep on talking about a few years, Susie. That's fine. Because here on Earth, where time actually matters, it's been less than 2 months. Damn. Just since Janette's birthday in September. It seems as though Mark got her, for her 30th birthday, a mistress and a reason for divorce. So maybe we owe you guys a thank you card. Because Janette's
the reads. I mean, my goodness. She said, see you, bitch. You ain't even on Earth. Your mind is so out of this world. You believe in what he's telling you. And all you had to do was open up the Facebook app and get to scrolling, get to snooping. That's all you had to do. You think this man really walked out on this woman for absolutely just, oh, she just so mean to me. She just so bad to me. And they got this brand new kid. Or you think that he just think he gonna be able to have his cake and eat it too with your ass. Girl, you gotta look through it. You gotta do some investigating this thing.
But we will.
Susie, baby, I love how you keep using the term we.
Yeah.
Like you're some sort of main character in this.
I have to screen record the original because I got blocked in the middle of uploading this.
Like you matter right now. Baby, you're not even a supporting character. You are an extra, uncredited at the end. A judge doesn't want to hear from you. Nobody wants to hear from you.
She said, no, I'm going to take the stand for my man. And I'm going to sit up there and I'm be like, hello, judge. Yes, I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth. Oh, wait, you don't want me up here? No, because, well, I know what's really going on. Not the wife. No, she don't know nothing. I don't care how many kids she has by him. I know the truth. He told me what really happened. So I just want to say, oh, so y'all really want me gone? Oh, okay. Yeah, girl, Susan, you don't know shit.
A judge is not going to look kindly on the woman that the husband walked out on 6 kids and a wife and left them with no financial stability.
Even if he was no longer into the marriage, what he could have done was just get a divorce and do it the right way. You know, she has all your kids, man. Come on.
A judge is not going to look kindly on the woman who goes on TikTok and claims to be a marriage counselor. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sitting here telling everybody, I'm not committing adultery. Baby, they're still married.
Yeah.
They're still married in the state of...
Who that sound like? Brene and Akira, the Tim and Devin situation, it sounds just like that. Brene swears, oh, well, we're dating, but we ain't together no more. We ain't together no more. But you're still married, but want to shout and talk about all this biblical this, Bible this, God that. But you ain't even following the law that you're spewing out of your mouth.
Michigan, Mark and Janette are still legally married. They haven't even seen a judge yet. But you know that. You know that. You want to get on here and say, oh, I know my walk with the Lord, and honey, I promise you, the Lord does not look well on adulterers, which is what you're doing.
Can't even practice enough self-control to wait until you're out of the whole situation.
You can sit there and deny it all you want, but you know it, I know it. A judge is going to know it. What do you think you're entitled to here, baby? Because Janette's getting half of Mark's assets, the little amount that he has. You're not going to. Those kids, you don't have any entitlement to them. They're not your kids. Yeah. You don't have any rights to those kids. Those are Janette's kids. And all you're doing is getting on here and giving her attorney a lot of content to build up a real strong sole custody case for her. Baby, you keep on talking, because all you're going to be left with is a whole lot of mental illness and a whole lot of child support. Keep on talking, Susie. You want to sit here and say, oh, I didn't know that TikTok, I don't know how to work TikTok. The filter, the comments, I don't know. Baby, TikTok comes with the comments. You have to turn that filter on.
Yeah.
But exactly. I see you turn the comments off now. They're off now. What?
You know how to work them settings.
What happened? You can't handle the heat? You can't handle the heat, Susie?
Yeah.
Even though you should probably get used to that heat, because your God's going to send you somewhere where that heat's going to be real hot. Keep on talking, Susie. Keep on talking. You're making Dret's case real strong, baby.
Hey, TikTok, hey, everybody. So...
and she kept talking. Yep.
Dret has been creating different accounts and messaging me. Did she message me for help for the kids? No. Did she message me and let me know that, like, what she needs or want to actually talk like adults? No. What she messaged me was a whole bunch of name calling, a whole bunch of telling me I look like this and I look like that and all this kind of stuff.
What if the whole time it was fake accounts acting like Janette?
I'm sorry that you guys are going through a divorce, but you, Janette, did it. You wanted it 3 years ago. You wanted the divorce. You were not willing to work out the marriage with Mark. You made that decision repeatedly. You did. Nobody else. Mark kept begging you. He wanted to work out the marriage despite the abuse you've subjected.
Oh, she is so green. She don't even know when a dude is sitting up here just laying it thick. I tried so hard to make things work. I mean, I said, let's go to counseling. She said, no. I said, is there anything I can help with around the house? She said, hell no. I said, is there any way I can love you better? Is there anything I can do for you? And she told me, I want a divorce. I want a divorce. Let alone, he left out the part about being on the road for 30 days, not calling and texting because he gets tired of hearing the kids in the background because they're so tiny. And now Janette's at home feeling lonely, so he ain't even talking to her. And now he's trying to find solace in something else. And he don't even care about the fact that she's at home with all these kids because he's just worried about his comfort and satisfaction. Now he hook up with Susan ass, and to make sure that he's still in the clear and morally he still feel okay in his mind that he ain't cheating on his wife, he got to make it sound like his wife is being this horrible person and not trying to work things out with him, so he feels okay to sit up in Susan's face and be like, yeah, we can try and have some sex, fool around a little bit, because I'm so hurt And the Lord probably sent you here for me, girl. I mean, because I tried with my wife, and I think the Lord has sent me a new one in you. Come on now, be smarter than that.
Too. And you're making pleas on here, making it seem like he's a deadbeat, making it seem like he raped you. You're a liar. You know what? I really dislike you for playing a victim that you're not, because I have been that victim. And trigger warning to people, I apologize. Don't fill a role that you have never been subjected to, because you have no idea how tormenting it is to actually be a victim. So stop playing these people like they're stupid, because people are not stupid.
Wow.
They might believe you initially, but that's okay. Ooh. Let them believe you initially, because all the truth is going to come out and all your lies are going to unravel. And when they do, what are you going to say?
See, if you want to be this tough, call her. Call her on the phone, tough gal. Don't be sitting up here doing that internet shit on TikTok. Like, guess what? You a liar. You gonna be a liar. Everybody around you gonna realize that you a liar. No, come on, Susan, be tough. Say, hello, Janette. I want to talk to you right now, and I want to let you know you a liar. You always been a liar. No, talk right on the phone. Don't talk on
What are you gonna stand on? Where's integrity? Where are your morals? Do you have any values? I'm not being insulting. I'm being honest. I honestly want to know. Because instead of messaging me off of these 4 other accounts that you sent me messages on, you didn't once say, hey, I need a little extra to get this stuff for the kids or that or anything. You didn't. No.
The whole time, the other accounts probably ain't even real.
You were too worried.
And they're probably like people who are standing for Janette over her.
Too busy to try to insult me. Like, okay, first of all, I'm a confident woman. I know who I am. So insulting me doesn't change my beliefs about myself. I know who I am. There is no abuser on this planet that could ever tear me down again. I have been through my share of abuse all my life.
You said there was.
There is not one insult that you can throw at me that the devil hasn't already thrown at me. There is nothing you can do. Sorry, notification.
So the devil called you a homewrecker? Or did her subconscious or her moral compass call her a homewrecker?
To tear me down. And there's nothing you can do to move me. And I do not care about people's fickle opinions when they don't know what is truly going on. And I don't mean to be rude or disrespectful to other people on here, but they truly do not know what is going on. And Dret, you know that, and you're playing off of it. You think you're so smart. You think I don't know what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. I've dealt with my share of manipulators and psychos. And
you couldn't see that you had one sitting right in front of your ass? Girl, you had a schizophrenic man who was also manipulative, making you think that this woman at home with his 6 children was treating him bad.
are no different than the rest of them. But the thing is, it's for shame for you. Because in all of this, coming and attacking me and launching an attack against me to scare me away from Mark, to manipulate so you can claim ownership, is psychotic.
I call me crazy, but it really just sounded like Janette was like, hey, we can get a divorce, but you gonna help me with these kids.
Not only that, you're not even caring about how you're affecting your children.
You keep on wanting to talk about my kids, I'm gonna have to bop you upside your shit, because I'm not really.
And then you want people to feel sorry for you. For, oh, I'm this mama without and he left me and da-da-da. Dret, why don't you tell the truth? You kicked him out.
If I knew that my pastor, saved, sanctified husband was cheating on me with a fellow coworker, I would probably kick him out as well. Because how dare you? Especially if I just had your kid 2 years ago. I can't imagine how she probably felt about her body and it changing, and he's not helping her with her self-confidence, and she's wondering, are you still attracted to me? Are you not? Yeah, I'd kick you out if you found solace in another fucking woman.
You kicked him out. You didn't want him there. You filed a divorce. Stop with your head games. Just stop it. Do you even understand that there's something mentally wrong with you? And I'm not insulting. Seriously, I am pleading for you to get some mental help. I seriously want you to get some mental help. Not for me, not for Mark, but for your 6 children that are affected by your mental health.
She talking with her whole chest. For your 6 children, get some help. Whoa.
They do not deserve to go through any of that. They do not deserve for their mental health and their emotional health to be so affected like it is because of your games, because of whatever's mentally going on. You need to get stable. You seriously need to get stable. What you're doing is not okay. And maybe you think it's funny. Maybe you think you're winning. I don't know. I don't know what all you're thinking. But I do care about how you're affecting your children. Because I am a mama.
You got kids and you coming up here swinging like this for this man?
Children are grown.
Oh, you got grown kids.
They're grown. My youngest one's off in college.
I know they embarrassed.
Smart cookie. Very proud of my kids. The other one's a mechanic. Works at a dealership. He has a career. Anyway, I'm not going to go into all that. Anyhow, we want your children to be healthy and successful. I wasn't going to step into anything because you and Mark are the parents.
But why you here?
You know, I will just be supportive. But when I see how
you are a supportive parent in a co-parent situation and it's starting to get like this, it is not the supportive person's, it's not the supportive person's business to start talking about whatever is going on. Listen, you two have your thing to deal with. I don't want to even give my partner ammunition to try to throw at the co-parent while they're in a feud. So I'm going to just try to keep it like on the problem. I'm not going to attack the person's character, their personality, their choice, their decisions. I'm going to just try to keep it on the problem. Like, how can I help just get this to be resolved? What she is doing is just adding more fuel to the fire.
Healthy you are and how it's affecting the children and the games that you're playing and how you're attacking and what you're doing is really psychotic. I have to say something because it is not okay for the kids.
Okay.
Which makes you not okay.
Okay.
I'm not mad at you.
It's okay.
But I'm not going to lay down and take your crap either, girl. You're not going to kick me and think I'm going to lay there like a dead dog. I'm going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, whether people agree with it or not. I don't care.
Okay.
That is irrelevant. It doesn't matter how many people agree with you. Just because you could get 300,000 people to agree with you doesn't change what the truth is. The truth is the truth. This is what I try to get through about the relationship with God. We have to conform to the truth. We can't just change reality and change truth. That's psychotic. We can't do that. It doesn't work that way. You don't get to choose what the truth is. The truth was set before the foundations of the earth by God. You don't get to choose. You don't get to change that. God does. He set the truth. And He is the same yesterday, as He is today, as He will be tomorrow. You don't get to change the truth based on
Boy, she's spitting, ain't she?
your perception of the truth. Getting along so the kids can have all the love and support from both of their parents. And then I'm blessed if I get to know them and get to help you guys have fun and do things with them. That's how it should be a normal dynamic. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to go fix yourself for your children. Period. That's it. Stop worrying about harassing me. If you're angry, go find healthy ways to ventilate that anger. Go scream in your pillow. Go beat on your pillow. Take a bat to your pillow. Write a journal.
Not her trying to give ideas on how to resolve your anger.
Go to counseling. Go out in the field and scream.
Oh, okay.
Go cry it out.
Uh-huh.
You can't avoid the pain. You wanted a divorce. You pushed it for 3 years. You did not.
Yeah, she keeps on missing the mark. I don't think it's necessarily the divorce, which probably does hurt. It's the care of the children.
That's not a decision that you made quickly.
And if you've been a stay-at-home mom for so long, you can't be thinking about no daycare when you got 6 kids in this economy. You have to be thinking about, what can I do around the house?
And 3 years is a long time. So go
in 3 years though.
Fix yourself and get it right for your children, because they deserve the best. They deserve the best Janette, and they deserve the best Mark, period. So go fix yourself. You deserve it and they deserve it. Have a blessed day.
Again, please make sure you follow all of the creators. Their links are in my description box. Let's support Mama J. Is this a story I should keep up with? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share it with a friend if they need some, lunchtime gossip or anything like that. I have been the Just Casey Brand. I'm so thankful that you guys have tuned in. If you're looking for my TikTok or my Instagram, it is also the Just Casey Brand. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.